I'd like to share with you a little bit about how we built capacity throughout our community within students, parents, all the way to our cafeteria staff while I was at Academia Cotopaxi. It all started with a coffee shop, Sweet Morning Charities, and we incorporated functional life skills for the students. So of course, things like money and bookkeeping, developing customer service, hygiene, using technology, iPads to take orders, while also doing entrepreneurship skills. So they did their own advertising, they designed logos, they created their own merchandise, they would do customer of the week. So the students gained a lot out of this experience, but what really was amazing is how our community all came behind this. Every Friday, we would run our coffee shop in the cafeteria, and we started out by originally making all our own baked goods in a cooking club that was inclusive, so it included regular ed students and students in our life skills program. But what we found was that the snacks were getting all eaten up too fast, so what we started doing was having students, staff, community members volunteer to also bring in baked goods. We had 3 students volunteer every Friday to work side by side with our students. So this is regular ed students, and they would also have lunch together on Thursday. So they'd meet on Thursday in the cafeteria, they'd talk a little bit about what their jobs were going to be, they'd get an inclusive lunch together, and then Friday morning they'd be all ready to go. We also got our music department involved by booking in volunteer sort of open mic performances. Over time, the coffee shop really developed into a community event. So when parents would drop their children off on Fridays, they would want to come in and get a cup of coffee, see the music, then they would encourage their child to potentially volunteer at the coffee shop. This expanded to the greater community, so we had a Reina de Quito, or the Queen of Quito of the city, get involved. She had an organization that she partnered with that was a local school for kids with Down syndrome, and so then our students decided to make the coffee shop, all the proceeds go to that organization. So then we started traveling with our regular ed volunteers, our class, full community to that school a couple times a year to bring the proceeds and just to interact with a local school. I think what really got our staff involved were some of the ideas that our students had, like doing customer of the week, where they would make a video, the video would get shared with the staff, and then they would get a free cup of coffee the next week. We sort of passed around I'm the customer of the week mug, and what I think was really cool was that the students really had ownership of the coffee shop. So they did everything, including, brainstorming ideas. Hey, attendance was low last week. How do you want to get more community members joining us? They also practiced in democratic decision making by brainstorming, creating ideas, and then voting on the outcome.
It has really helped Nico in many ways. He feels super motivated to come to school every Friday morning. He feels that it's his job and that he needs to be responsible, and he takes it very seriously. And I think it's great that they are learning skills that eventually can help them in the future.
Enough hands? Yeah?
I think it's one of the best things that they have done this year. And I know Vanessa is one of the pioneers of the idea. They have different jobs throughout the year. So they can either be the cashier, they can prepare the coffee and serve it to the customers, or they can also take orders.